Enti die pa na mama Michael Essien ho akere ne saa. Michael Essien. Wo se ka no de ye den. Michael. Wo se ka ne de na de ye enti Michael Essien. What me broke it down sama wo fie di don komi atoso no. Michael. Ada asem bi to ne anti ana. Mumu sabra samojan. Bra samojan na di asam na atu nu. Oh, we dey $50,000 dey mun ka money na munye jebosi anko tuama no. Oni esule muntali ne 7 apia ne boaten ne yebra ayi efra be di pele mai mun ka money ase na munyi sika anko tua ayi esi fie $50,000 dey mu benya mama nhwe me enton mu nua ne fie no. Na esi hu discan ye dey Michael Essien. Na hu discan ye dey hu di aka na awo fa ni twesa. What do ye dey?
It's not a happy story. Followers of football know that this is not a sweet story. Now Michael Essien is going to have 2 of his houses situated conspicuously in 2 very, very opulent areas in Accra. Trasacco, Phase 2, and East Legon. Anybody who lives in Ghana and knows about Ghana knows that these are places that are huge when it comes to opulence and prestige. Now, my brother, my sister, not in the far distant past, Essien was in the news for all the wrong things. What was it? 1, his father had complained to the media that his son was not taking care of him, though he was rich. He also said he was so sick at the time. He was suffering from a foot, or was it a leg that had been amputated or was near amputation? And he even gave access, unfettered asset, my brother, my sister, access to newsmen to even videotape and take photos of his lavatory. Those who don't know what lavatory is, toilet. At the time, he was using KVIP, aka Hitum. And he felt that by putting that in the media, that would put pressure on his son to do the needful. Well, Essien heard it, and he came to the rescue of his father, who died only a couple of years later. But at least it was a happy ending for the father and son. Now, Essien's reason was very simple. What was the reason? He said that his father did not take care of him, he abandoned him, and so on and so forth. And for that matter, he didn't feel any fatherly or sonly role towards each other. Many will say 2 wrongs don't make a right. And others will say, well, you sow what you reap. Depending from where you stand or coming from, my brother, my sister, it is what it is. Now, the second thing about Essien was about his personal relationships. At the time, he was dating Nadia Buare. Whatever happened, he was shoved aside and a new woman was picked up. I believe it is the new woman after Nadia Buare that he is with right now. Of course, at the time, it was all good, rosy and nice, as you read from the story. So much money was there to spread. There was, everything going on good for him. But all of a sudden, we are being told that he's going through hardships. He's going through turbulent times. My brother, my sister, is this true? Yes, it is true. The 2 houses are going to be sold. Why are the 2 houses going to be sold? Because the man is broke. And if the man is broke, why should the 2 houses be sold? Because he owes people. And if he owes people and the people go to court, of course, the court would say, all right, you have these properties here and there. They would have to be sold so that you'll be able to deal with these debts. How much is this man indebted? How big is the money? Now, it's a lesson for all of us. In fact, when you are active in life, you never get to know that, or you never get to realize that a day will come when you will not be able to run the 100-meter race. A time will come when you will be weak. A time will come when you will unreservedly rely on your reserves. I'm sad for Michael Essien, a player of his caliber. He made so much money, more than a lot of his peers. From how he treated his father, he might not be that forgiving, but at the end of the day, pressure forced him to be forgiven. I don't know what to say. Are we learning lessons from this? Are we saving for the bad day ahead? Or we think it's going to be rosy throughout? Why I decided to pick up this story is simple. In recent times, we have seen entertainers who have reached out to the general public to save them from death. A lot of them ended up dying. We all remember, without going too far away, KWABENA. He gave us all the entertainment we wanted. We all remember, Mark Jordan Amate. He also passed on just like that. Now, Emmanuel Ama is also bedridden. And of course, he's also calling for help. At the same time, Akpache. We all remember Akpache. My brother, my sister, these were people who were with us in the days. They swam in some good life. They entertained us on the silver screens, including Abeku Greener. I'm talking about Jagapi. All these people right now are depending and relying on the benevolence of funds to be able to make life go around. My brother, if somebody like Essien would fall on bad days like this, think about that. Prince Tego recently had to be dragged to the court where he was forced to vomit some money that he took from people, saying that he was going to give them cars or buy them cars. It never happened. He didn't have the money to pay back. It had to go back to court. And if you check how much money it was, it wasn't so big. But they are not able to afford that now. It means that we need to look at the creative industry better. And again, we need to take very, very good care of our investments if we do not want to go cap in hand in our days of want. I'm sad for Essien, but he has not called out to the general public for obvious reasons. He has always been a quiet man. I'm sure that times like this will remind him of his father, when his father was in need and was crying all over the place for help. When we also go through a little bit of this, we appreciate what it means to say we are hungry.
Santos wale zewa wantia la jimia fasoso kama wida dada se kwa jimia ko wida dada unyimia minyimia me kanfo otumfo betimi ama he me Santos se mkoduma ba na se me bra na se me pese me hwe eye short videos mama ni jinko adia eye ba bi mo no se me ko na makohwe otumfo betimi ho na benya videos papa so se wo hwa na subscribe tie KWABENA TV now subscribe. So entampana no bomodi no wa share link no we share link na we be su enya no so